We're in a series exploring the wisdom keys of Solomon. Keys Solomon shares to living a long, healthy, happy, prosperous life. And yesterday we began talking about diligence. Diligence is more than just working hard and being persistent. You can work hard, be persistent, and still come up short of success or short of your goals. Solomon shares 4 steps to bring diligence into your life. Number 1, he says, wake up to reality. In Proverbs chapter 6, verses 9, he says, "How long will you lie down, O sluggard? When will you arise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Your poverty will come like a vagabond, and your need like an armed man." Solomon is saying 2 things here. 1, wake up, get going. Don't sit around, don't procrastinate. That means don't put off until later what you can do right now. If you see an unsuccessful person in life, if you look closely, you'll see a procrastinator. Solomon is also suggesting that a person needs to wake up to the real world. You know, some people live in a fantasy land. It's one thing to dream big, it's another thing to live in a make-believe, pretend world. Number 2, Solomon says, define your visions. In Proverbs chapter 29, he says, "Where there is no vision, the people are unrestrained, but happy is he who keeps the law." You know, unless a person is literally blind, everyone can see. Sight's a function of the eyes. True vision is a function of the heart. Eyes that look are common. Eyes that see are rare. Your vision determines your destiny. A great mind of the 20th century was Norman Vincent Peale. He had many great thoughts and ideas, and one was this: what a man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. In other words, if you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. What you see with your natural eyes is not necessarily what really is. Do you remember the story of Elijah in 2 Kings chapter 6? The king of Aram had come against Israel, but the Lord kept telling Elijah the king of Aram's battle plans. And the king of Aram was enraged over this, and he called his servants and he said to them, "Tell me, which one of us is for the king of Israel?" And his servant said, "No, my lord, but Elisha the prophet, who's in Israel, tells the king of Israel the words that you speak in your bedroom." So the king of Aram said, "Go and see where Elijah is, so I may send and take him." And the king of Aram sent a great army there, and they encircled the city. And when the servant of Elijah had gotten up early, he saw an army with horses and chariots circling the city. And he said to Elijah, "Alas, my master, what shall we do?" And Elijah answered, Don't be afraid, don't fear, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." And Elisha prayed and said, "O Lord, open his eyes that he may see." And the Lord opened Elijah's servant's eyes, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. You know, Elijah's servant only saw with his natural eyes, but Elijah saw in the Spirit. He saw that those who were for him, the army of the Lord, were greater and mightier than the forces of the king of Aram. Spiritual eyesight, my friend, is so important. Don't be moved by what you see in the natural. God's Word will always reveal to you the supernatural. Look to the Word for supernatural, spiritual eyesight. Tomorrow we're going to talk more about vision, your ability to see farther than your physical eyes can look. I hope you'll join me.